Can you see all the raindrops on my sweatshirt? I went outside to record. You hear it? The storm that was coming in. And while I was standing out there and I heard the thunder, I thought of this book that I know, and it's called Thundercake by Patricia Polacco. And it's the perfect book to read on a rainy, thundery afternoon. Are you ready? Okay. Thundercake. There we go. You see that? Where do you think they're living? Yeah, on a farm. On a farm. Here we go. Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath, and said, "This is Thundercake baking weather, all right. Looks like a storm coming to me." Can you hear it? I love having sound effects behind my storytelling. "Child, you come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," said Grandma. You ever hide under your bed when you hear thunder? The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattled the windows, and made me grab her close. "Steady, child," she cooed. "Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make a thundercake today." "The thundercake?" I stammered as I hugged her closer. "Don't pay any attention to that old thunder, except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see the lightning, start counting real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. The number's how many miles away the storm is. Understand?" she said. "We need to know how far away the storm is so we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be real thundercake." Her eyes surveyed the black clouds away off in the distance. Then she strode into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. "Let's find the recipe, child." She fingered the book through the grease-stained pages to a creased spot. "Here it is, thundercake." She carefully penned the ingredients on a piece of paper. "Now let's gather all the things we'll need," she exclaimed as she scurried out the back door. We were by the barn door when a huge bolt of lightning flashed. I started counting like Grandma told me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom! Thunder crashed. 10 miles. It's 10 miles away. She looked at the sky. "About a half hour away, I'd say. You'll have to hurry, child. Gather them eggs careful like," she said. Eggs from mean old Nellie Peckpen? I was scared. I knew she would try to peck me. "I'm here. She won't hurt you. Just get them eggs," Grandma said softly. The lightning flashed again. 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted. 9 miles, Grandma reminded me. Milk was next. Milk from old Kick Cow. As Grandma milked her, Kick Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip went the lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I counted. Boom went the thunder, just like back there. 8 miles, child, Grandma croaked. Now we've got to get chocolate and sugar and flour from the dry shed. What I find so interesting with this book is they're not running off to the grocery store to get all these things. They've got to go to different parts of their farm to find all the ingredients for this special cake. I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse through tangleweed woods to the dry shed. Suddenly, the lightning blew up into the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I counted. Boom, 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 cracked the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed as I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I counted. Crackle, crackle, ba-boom, kaboom, the thunder bellowed. It was dark, and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now, we haven't got much time. We've got everything we need but the secret ingredient. Wonder what that could be. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high on the trellis. The ground looked a long way down. I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kaboom! Kaboom! The thunder rumbled. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen, and we measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, she poured the batter into the cake pans and put them in the oven together. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3 and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said, and the cake is in the oven. We made it. We'll have a real thunder cake. As we waited for the cake, Grandma looked out the window for a long time. Why, you aren't afraid of thunder. You're too brave, she said as she looked right at me. Oh, I'm not brave, Grandma, I said. I was under the bed, remember? But you got out from under it, she answered, and you got eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen, and you got milk from old Kit Cow. You went through Tangleweed Woods to the dry shed, and you climbed the trellis in the barnyard. From where I sit, only a very brave person could have done all them things. Just then, the lightning flashed, and this time lit the whole sky. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled, boom, crashed, and boom, just above us. The storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed, just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on top of the thunder cake. Doesn't that look good? As rain poured down on our roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured a steaming cup of tea from her samovar. When the thunder roared above us so hard it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards, she just smiled, and we ate our thunder cake. From that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. And in the very back of the book, look at that, is the recipe for thunder cake. If you'd like to cook a thunder cake or bake a thunder cake with your grown-ups, you email me and I'll send you a copy of this recipe. It looks really good. So we know the earth gives us so many beautiful, wonderful things, but sometimes it does give us some scary things, like thunder and lightning and big storms like hurricanes and tornadoes. But it always seems that after the storm is gone, the sun comes out and things sort of get back to normal. All right. We'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for listening.